Yep, you saw it right. This is my ride for this weekend. The sticker is still in the window. Interesting. Let's get in the car and talk about it. This is my adventures. The adventures never cease to amaze me, you guys. Never ceases to amaze me. Check out this dash. Look at all of this drama. Seriously. Want to know why I have a brand new 2026 vehicle? It's because mine is in the shop again. Oh, sorry for the bad lighting. Good night, Lucille. You probably can't see me any better. But at least I can turn the lights on in this vehicle because I couldn't do it in my other vehicle that's in the shop because the battery and the alternator were messed up due to the dealer's screw up. This time, it wasn't me that screwed up. Check this out. Oh, I don't even, listen. I have to turn the camera around. I don't get it. Everything's push button starting. Start. Look at all this. Look at all this stuff. I know nothing about this. Focus my attention on driving. Don't do YouTube videos. Stay in demo mode. They told me at the dealer, you have a litany of things to do. No pets. Do you have insurance? This, that, and the other. And I said, turn the camera back around. No pets. What about this monstrosity? This animal leaves hair. It just does. For those of you that have ever had a fur coat, they shed. Not a lot. Not a lot, but they still do. My car is push button too. I never have to take the fob out of my pocket. Interesting. Well, they told me about that, Michael. They told me as long as I'm near the vehicle that it just, it's technology. And then look at this. I have to turn this around. This over here, you'll see. Well, first I'll show you here. This is the wheel that controls all the information. How is your air filter life? 88%. None of this I care about. My front brakes are 99% and the rear are 98%. Hello, John. Hi, how are you? I think what I am going to do is have you guys on the dash looking out at traffic. Reason being is I do not have my dash camera setup. You know, the one that you have, Michael. I don't have it in this vehicle. If you know, you know. And if I put you down here, for example, down here, well, that's just too low. And kind of stupid. Who wants to look at me? You want to look at the road. Oh, my Lanta. So let's try and get this thing situated. I don't know how long this is going to stay up here, but we will try our best. There we go. Let me turn these inside lights off. I've got this fob. Everybody else left at work. Hiya, Jerry. Who is that? Well, hi there. Hi, Jerry with the unique voice. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. My voice gets pretty. Michael saying hello. Running tap 12. I don't know if it's a good thing or if it's not a good thing. Okay, now let me figure out this drive business. Okay, I think I'm in drive. We'll find out once I press the gas, right? Yeah. Here we go. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Some people in Wisconsin had asked me before if I am from Wisconsin. And I said, or they asked me with specificity, Jerry, are you from down south? So I answered with specificity, I am downstate. Uh-oh. What's that? It's me without the seatbelt on. Good night, Lucille. It's coming. Well, it's at least a harmonious noise. There we go. Sorry, guys and gals. This should be quiet now. So, I said, yes, I'm from Cudahy, Wisconsin, south of the state. I just think the Midwest accent, it depends the vernacular you use, in my opinion. Chicagoans, my husband being a Chicagoan, they say things very differently than we do in Wisconsin. They say sausage. And it's not all deep dish pizza, by the way. If you're from Chicago, they have a very good thin crust pizza, too. But last weekend, I made the husband if you've ever been to Chicago and had deep crust pizza before, you know that, I just thought of something, and I'm going to leave it alone. I had left 24 eggs in the refrigerator at work that I purchased that I didn't leave in the vehicle because, well, have you ever had frozen eggs? Yeah, it happens. Crack, expansion. Oh, do I stop at Quick Trip now? I guess I can run in really quick. This Quick Trip in Chautauqua, Wisconsin is undergoing all the gas pumps brand new in the ground in the deep freeze right now. It is something to behold. Oh, my butt's warm. I have got the seat warmers on. Wow. My butt's really warm. Holy cow. I can't see what temperature it is right now because I'm not familiar with this dash and the temperature. All I can say is it's pretty freaking cold. It's got to be below zero. It is wicked cold. The only reason I am stopping to get eggs is the dogs. I had noticed that today, before I left to go to take my vehicle into the shop and get this truck, I was down to one egg. So I had to split it. That's good for the dog. They love the egg. It's good for their coat. I had to split the egg between the two German Shepherds. Yes, and I need to go to Costco to get some ground beef for the girls. haven't gone to Costco, and primarily the reason being is, oh man, what kind of shenanigans is this? Oh boy, a detour. And it's because of Quick Trip. Ooh, I feel my rear end of this truck, because it's a truck and it's light in the rear end. I feel the ice spinning. Oh, joy and a half. You guys don't see the lights here by the detour. I'm beginning to wonder if they probably have a water leak or something. Not good. Well, detour. Oh well, I guess I won't be getting eggs for the German Shepherds. I don't think so. Now, it takes me out here on SS. That's a county highway, SS. I could go to the left and go home, but I'm going to take 53, the freeway. There we go. Around the detour and all the lights, bells and whistles. It's not that the dogs are going to die for not having any eggs in the house for a couple of hours. I'm thinking if I go to, whoopsie-daisy, if I go to Costco early in the morning, as opposed to going during my 12 noon o'clock live. What a week. This just seemed as though it was the longest week. The company, I'm not complaining. I'm grateful for the overtime because, well, let's put it in dollars and cents. With the expense of the vehicles that I have incurred between car rentals and what have you, I could use the extra money. I'm not complaining. I really have not been spending anything. The last time I went to Costco, oh shoot, it had to have been a month ago, and primarily it's been due to the weather because it's been so stinking cold outside. Who wants to go shopping? Not me. Now I really need to go tomorrow because Sunday I'll also be doing another 12 noon live. Sorry, you guys are in my hand, so I hope I'm not going to make you too dizzy with all the bobbing and weaving that I'm doing here on the wheel. I tried to support you on the wheel. I don't have a clue on how to put the brakes on. Here comes a speed racer coming up on my left. Seriously? I'm going 70 miles an hour. But apparently not fast enough for that person. Now I'm going 72. And everybody's speeding around me. Go, Speed Racer. Oh, I'm sure that song is copyrighted. Ah, yes. I picked up my vehicle on Monday, the Denali on Monday, because I went live and I was so excited to have the Denali back. So excited. I just love it. It has running boards as opposed to this new vehicle, which doesn't have running boards. And I'm just so used to it. Nevertheless, I'm not complaining. The dealer, I had asked him, before I pick it up, it's my understanding everybody at work was was having problems with the sub-zero weather, the cold, wind chill, cars not being able to turn over, alternators, the whole gamut. I said, if you could, please, while the car's still in the shop, could you check to see if my battery's good and that I don't have any problems? Because if I'm coming to pick up my vehicle at 12 noon last Monday, I want to not be able to have any problems with my vehicle not being able to start like the masses have had. Oh yeah, sure, Jerry, we checked out the battery, you're still good, your battery's fine. Well, remember when I was going home on Thursday and I was on Barbara's Live with the lights on in the interior, and it was very faint and it would go bright. Then I'd be looking at my gauges and the alternator gauge would go up and it would go down. Now, if you guys are any guys or gals have any savvy when it comes to noises, run my radio. I really don't. I do YouTube, I listen to YouTube, but I don't run the radio. So I'm not the type of person that drives along and if I hear any noise, I don't turn the radio up and drown out the noise. I don't do that. Nevertheless, I heard that whistle / squeal that sounds when your alternator is starting to go. And that was Thursday. Yeah. And I noticed that my idiot light was on. Now, on my dash, when I say idiot light, it does not look like this dash does at all. Mine doesn't because, well, this is computer and this is all this fancy stuff. Real life driver assistance. What? I don't know. I'm pretty much confident that I can assist myself when I drive. Let's turn it back to normal, whatever normal is. There you go. That's the speed. So if you look on the right, that's your tach, I believe, tachometer, and the one on the left is your speedometer. Well, on the Denali, it shows what my amperage is and the volts, so it would go up and over 14 and then it would go to just shy, right above the number 9, and then it would have that little whistle squeal noise. Well, I knew that wasn't good at all. And the catalytic converter, as I learned from my friend at Kitchen Witch Tanya, she has the same issue. If the idiot light goes on the Denali, it usually will go on when I go to the mailbox to get the mail. Bear in mind, I have not gotten the mail at all this week. Ask me if my husband has gotten the mail at all this week. Well, best of my knowledge, he hasn't. Ooh, there was a copper in the middle of the freeway. But I'm being good. I'm going 69 miles an hour. I'm not impeding, but I'm not lollygagging either. So when I get home today, in this brand new 2026 GMC, whatever vehicle this is, I don't know, 2026 GMC truck. I know nothing about makes nor models. I don't care. All I need to know is how do I start it, and if I need some gas, what do I do? And the guy at the dealer said, oh, Jerry, don't worry about the gas. You're fine. Let's see what my gas gauge is. Lower right-hand side. It's showing that maybe I have a quarter of a tank, maybe. So my plan is to go to Costco on a Saturday because it's supposed to snow on Sunday. Go to Costco, get it done bright and early tomorrow, get home, do the live, make the ground beef and what have you for the German Shepherds. Directionals. Now, remember, I have got brand new front and rear brakes on the Denali. So this actually feels sloppier for a brand new vehicle. This brake feels sloppier than my truck does. Interesting. Very interesting. So it should be lovely to see a lot of junk mail. Couple of bills. End of the month was crazy busy at work. Oh, I forgot. See what I mean? You guys, when I have a steering wheel in my hand, my brain goes completely squirrely. I start with the story and then I go off on some kind of a foreign tangent. Hey, Mason, you're actually within my eye shot to see that you just popped on. I don't have the camera dash holder, and I'm holding you in my hand with the steering wheel. So the dealer, back to the dealer and the alternator and me asking to check, and he told me everything's fine. Well, clearly nothing was right. Nothing was fine. Now, I'm girl talking mechanics right now, so for those of you guys that are about to face listening to my story, here goes. This writer says that we, meaning the dealer, caused the problem with my battery and the alternator. Apparently, when they put the radiator together, there was a problem with not tightening and leaking on a serpentine belt. And again, this is girl mechanics, so that was the problem. They were the problem. The mechanic that did my radiator screwed up. Nevertheless, I still need, due to it's an older vehicle. I think it's a 2019, I think. Not that old, the Denali. But it still needs an alternator, and we have not had a battery in it since, well, Jack never put a battery in it since we bought it. It came with a newer battery, and the car was older. We don't buy anything brand new because, let's be frank, depreciation. I asked the service writer, I said, what's the sticker on this, which really is bare bones? I mean, the computer and the sensors and all this rigmarole on the dash, this fancy schmancy stuff, is basic. There's not a Tonto cover. Tonto? Is that the correct pronunciation? Not a hard nor a soft cover on the back of the truck. It is a 4-door, meaning 4 full-size people. Well, I guess technically you could have 6 people driving in this vehicle. 3 adults in the front. They're not bucket seats. They're a big bench seat, but this armrest and beverage holder thing in the middle that can be moved. But how often do we take people in our trucks? We have the German Shepherds. So the guy informed me about the dogs. I don't plan on taking the dogs anywhere. Like I said, I don't plan on going to church, because on Sunday they're forecasting the temperatures to go up to 20. Hallelujah! It has been sub-zero city. So stinking cold that a forecast of 20 sounds balmy. Don't go out or go outside. You don't have to wear a coat in 20-degree weather in Wisconsin. I am grateful that I can finally, I don't have any sign, here comes somebody coming at me. I am grateful, nevertheless, that I can finally fit into the animal coat, because it makes a world of difference. I am such a cold person, insofar as temperature is concerned. My husband would beg to differ in that comment, that's for sure. I don't do well in cold temperatures. Why am I even living in Wisconsin? Born and raised, not to mention the fact that we moved up to the frozen tundra up here in northwestern Wisconsin. Yikes. So we're going to have snow and 20-degree weather on Sunday. Monday is when my vehicle should be done. So I plan on getting up early. Well, early for me, because typically I would be leaving, good weather conditions, I would be leaving my house at 1 o'clock in the afternoon to go to work by 2 in the afternoon. So Monday, the service writer said, we should have everything all buttoned up and ready to go for you, Jerry, by 10 o'clock in the morning on Monday. Fabulous. That's wonderful. Monday it is. So I will leave my house. Bloomer is 10 miles from our house. So I will leave our house at 9:20, 9:30. Seat warmers, steering wheel all warmed up, ready to go. And I will return their vehicle with about a cup of gas after going to Eau Claire shopping. Now, if we would not be getting snow on Sunday, well, I'd be driving to church. Our church is in Eau Claire. But thank goodness we have internet church. It's the same thing, but not really, because I do enjoy the fellowship. I like the experience of the band and the music and the whole experience of going to church. I love church. I love God. I love, love, love the fellowship that our church offers. That's funny, at our church, they actually have a coffee bar there. Regular, decaf, heavy whipping cream, half and half, not nut milk shenanigans, because nuts do not lactate. If you know, you know. Yes, people are lactose intolerant. They have special milk for the lactose intolerant people. But as somebody at work said today to me, Jerry, I'm lactose intolerant. I just have my coffee black. I said, well, that's a simple solution, isn't it? Yes, it is. I do love sitting higher in the seat compared to that little poop box that I drove last week. Or as I called it, the 5-pound bucket. The 10 pounds of Jerry in a 5-pound bucket. Hyundai. So the dealer was quite accommodating to me because of their screw up, offering me this new vehicle, not having to go through Enterprise where they won't pick you up unless you live in a 10-mile radius. That was a whole fiasco, I'm telling you. Everything was destined to happen for a reason. Yeah, I don't know how to turn on the brakes. I don't need it. Whoa, did you see that, you guys? Did you see the deer? Woo-hoo! It happens. Look like baby deer. Kind of small. Bigger than a German Shepherd, of course, taller. But when you see one, you don't necessarily know if mama or their siblings are close behind. You don't know. I am going to, in the driveway of my house, I'm going to scroll the chat and say hello to everybody. Now, I did see, obviously, I saw Michael. I see Michael there. I saw Mason. I saw John. I want to be able to say hello to everybody, and thank you all for coming. Let's look at the mailbox first. Yeah, you can feel the, shall we say, icier conditions afoot or a tire under my tires. We go up a slight hill here, then I go down, but I'm going to be careful because I don't know how icy this is over here. Brand new vehicle, got new tires, I get it, but still, I can be cautious. Maybe Jack got the mail. Maybe. I doubt it. Okay. Light inside. Mailbox. Ooh. Holy cats. I have to put you guys down because this is loaded. Ooh. The box is loaded. And I'm going to put it in park. Put it in park. Ooh, brother. Oh, this guy is... Holy cow. It's not that I'm trying to get out of my vehicle, but, oh man. Holy cow. Yeah, I have to do some finagling here, folks. Bear with me. Holy cow, they have whatever jammed into the mailbox. I'm not a lefty. Whatever is jammed in this mailbox so far. Oh, it's my Spanx that I ordered. I think that's it. I believe I got everything out of there. I don't know if that's today's mail or for the week. I got a Anthem, Blue Cross Blue Shield, My Health Insurance, Northwoods Technical College, mailer, Spanx, and Beam. Okay. Okay, you guys are on my dash. can sit here for a few seconds, minutes. Who made better time going that? You made better time going that route. You think so? Who put the bins out? LOL. Michael's got a sandwich. Let's start from the jump. Michael and John and running tap. Yes. Everybody saying hello to everybody. Specificity. Love it. Cheryl Edwards. Hello, Cheryl. I hate driving a different vehicle. We rented a 2025 to go to Oklahoma, as our 27 and 25 would probably make the trip. We're never so glad to return it to Enterprise. I'd rather have thin crust, Michael says. I would love seat warmers. I never thought of dogs eating eggs. The dogs, the German Shepherds, love the eggs. Love them. Hey, Karen, I hope you're still here. Hi, Karen. I might fall asleep. It's been a long day messing with this snowdrift. Yikes. I feel for all of you people with the cold and the snow. There's my girl, Mason. You're following me, Mason. Okay, I've got everybody. Now I get to take you and show you the driveway. Put it in drive. My driveway. Going to my house. I'm showing it to you from the warmth of this truck as opposed to the cold. Oh, I didn't put my seatbelt on, and I'm not going to put it on either because I'm almost there. A couple blocks it takes to get to the house. It's harmonious. Look at that. Buckle seatbelt. It's telling me that. Why don't I listen? Okay. Now, I'm going to show you. To the right, do you see this snowbank? Right here, this snowbank. That's where I parked the Denali. Karen, got to go to bed now. Work in the morning. Good night, Jerry and everybody. Thank you so much, Jerry and all. Thank you so much for the ride home with me. This snowbank is where I had to park the Denali when it was icy going up this hill. So, I wish I could get this closer, and I can't. I had to park it on the side here because I had to gain access in case of emergency should something happen. So when the Denali would not go, you see what my neighbor's been doing? I've been asking my neighbor if he could salt this hill for me so I can safely go up and down, not knowing, of course, that I have this vehicle. See how narrow this is? It's very hard to see. It is in this truck. I get it. But it's narrow, and I can't go to the right too far or the left too far because of the mounds of snow / ice that are built up. It's just enough to get the vehicle in there. I don't know how the traction is going down the hill. Again, new vehicle, I get it. New vehicle, new tires, but I don't want to screw up somebody else's vehicle. I'm just that way. I'm that way. I think I'm going to front this guy in. Front it right in. I fear that once I get home on the pad that I'm going to drop you all, unfortunately. So I'm going to bid you all adieu. Thank you so much. This has been a 40-minute ride home. Thank you so much for driving home with me, everybody. I appreciate it so much. You're viewing, you're watching. Stay tuned. I'm going to be, look at this. There's my reverse. There's the picture. I will be live Saturday and Sunday. Take care. See you guys on the weekend. Saturday and Sunday nooners. I put it in perk now. Hugs and kisses, everybody. Angels on your pillows. Good night.